Hello, Richard. I'm Jonathan. I'm the business manager. May I join you?
Sure.
Okay. So I have 3 responsibilities at the dealership. First, to complete and review your paperwork. Second, to assist you in your funding needs. And finally, to get you underway as quickly as possible. May I begin?
Sure.
For titling purposes, is this the way you want your name to appear on the title?
Yes.
All right. Is this the correct address?
Yes.
Okay. And I see you're purchasing a 2022 Kia Sorento in black with 12 miles.
Yes.
All right. How long do you plan on keeping the vehicle?
About 5 years.
How many miles per year will you be driving?
About 15,000 miles.
Okay. And where do you have the maintenance done on the vehicle?
At Jiffy Lube.
With Lube, how often do you have the maintenance done?
A couple times a year.
All right. So if it were cost effective, would you consider having the maintenance done here by our technicians?
Sure.
So maintenance is important to you.
Yeah.
I got you. So I see you have a payoff here of $9,597. Did you verify this, or did your salesperson?
My salesperson.
Your salesperson. Cool. Do you have any service or maintenance contracts on your trade that need to be canceled?
No.
All right. Okay. Is this the correct insurance information for you?
Yes.
All right. And have you contacted your agent? Do you have full coverage?
Yes.
What is your deductible?
$500.
Okay. These are the figures you've agreed to, $28,125.
Yes.
Here's your down payment of $3,000,
Yes.
and that leaves you with an unpaid balance shown here.
Yes.
All right. Some of the questions I have to ask next are about your credit. Would you feel more comfortable in the business office or here?
Here's fine.
Here. Okay. So let's review your credit application. Did you fill this out, or did your salesperson?
I did.
All right. Do you mind just verifying your job title, your company name, and your monthly income?
Yeah, I'm a maintenance tech at Pinnacle Corporation. I make $52,500 a year.
Per year?
Yeah.
Is that before or after taxes?
That's before.
Okay. Is any additional income?
No.
No. Okay. Before we review your credit, would you say you have good credit, bad credit, or somewhere in between?
Somewhere in between.
What makes you say that?
I missed a couple payments in the past.
Yeah, so I did notice a few things the finance company may ask me about. I noticed here the World TV and Electric and your Toyota was late a couple times with some payments. Can you let me know what happened there?
Yeah, I got sick and had to cover some medical expenses.
And are any of these accounts still current?
Yeah, they're current.
Current. Do you have any documentation for this?
Yes.
I do have enough information to get your paperwork started. I'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes and we'll get you underway as soon as possible.
Great.
Great news, Richard. So, I noticed that you've been quoted a payment of $488 per month, and I want you to know that you could take delivery of the vehicle at that payment with approved credit. Based on the information you shared with me earlier, there are many options available. May I begin?
Sure.
So these are the figures you've agreed to?
Yes.
Okay. And here is the APR.
Yes.
By choosing the preferred option, you are going to receive the vehicle protection plan for 5 years and 75,000 miles. You told me that you plan on keeping the car for 5 years and driving 15,000 miles per year. This is our platinum mechanical breakdown coverage. It will pay for parts and labor due to the failure of a covered component and has a 0 deductible. Next is going to be the car care service plan. You told me that maintenance was important to you. For 3 years, 35,000 miles, the Plus plan will provide maintenance every 5,000 miles. The maintenance includes lube, oil, filter, 15-point vehicle inspection, and tire rotations. Next is going to be GAP, which may waive the balance on your loan if your vehicle suffers a total loss and your insurance company didn't pay the full balance of your finance contract. Also, you told me your deductible was $500. This may waive your deductible up to $1,000. Next is going to be the road hazard tire plan. This 5-year unlimited mileage premium plan pays to repair or replace your tire or wheel if damaged by any covered road hazard, and has unlimited claims. This is going to be Ding Shield. This keeps your vehicle in like new condition by removing dings and dents up to the size of a credit card without painting, bonding, or sanding. These are your payment options. We recommend that you review your product contract for any additional coverage, benefits, and exclusions. Do you have any questions about the preferred option before I move to the value?
No.
Okay. By choosing the value option, you are going to receive the same coverage as the preferred, however you will forfeit the ding shield. This means that your vehicle will not have any additional exterior protection. This means you will be responsible for any repair. These are your payment options. By choosing the basic option, you are going to receive the same coverage as the value. However, you will forfeit the road hazard tire and wheel. This means if your tire or wheel are damaged as a direct result of a road hazard, you will be responsible for the repair or replacement. These are your payment options. By choosing the economy option, you are going to receive the same coverage as the basic. However, you will forfeit the GAP. This means if your vehicle is deemed a total loss and your insurance company didn't pay the full balance of your finance contract, you would be responsible for the difference. These are your payment options. Do you have any questions about these options before I ask you to choose one?
No.
Okay. Out of all the options I just presented, which option best suits you?
I'll just stick with the original payment.
Okay, no problem. Like I said earlier, we could deliver the car right now for the original $488 per month. I do have one question though. Most people I talk with tend to at least show an interest in 1 or 2 items that are listed here. Is it the way that they are packaged or the cost that concerns you?
it's the way they're packaged.
I understand how you feel. After all, if the options aren't packaged the way that you want, you're not going to be interested in purchasing them. If you could design your own package, which items would you want to include?
Service agreement, yeah.
The service agreement and gap, that makes sense. You said you plan on keeping the car for 5 to 6 years and driving 15,000 miles per year. Also, you'll be financing for 60 months and putting 10% down. If you just give me a moment, I can work up a payment with just these 2 items, and you can pick the term that works best for you. Sound good?
Great.
Out of all the options I just presented, which option best suits you?
I'll just stick with the original payment.
No problem. Like I said earlier, we could deliver the car right now for the original $488 per month. I do have one question though. Most people I talk with tend to at least show an interest in 1 or 2 items that are listed here. Is it the way that they are packaged or the cost that concerns you?
It's the cost.
I understand how you feel. Cost is a concern for a lot of people today. If costs are not an issue, of all the options listed, which would have the most benefit for you?
The service.
The service agreement, that makes sense. You said you plan to keep the car for 5 to 6 years and drive 15,000 miles per year.
Mm-hmm.
Richard, when you say it's the cost, is it a matter of budgeting an additional $25 on top of the $488 payment?
Yeah, it's too high.
I understand. It's hard to justify the cost if it doesn't fit your budget. To see if this might be cost effective for you, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
So I realize you budgeted for a payment of $488 per month, and with the vehicle service agreement, you would be at a payment of $513 per month, correct?
Yeah.
So let's say you had a breakdown after the manufacturer warranty expired, and you had to make a sudden repair that cost $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be easier for you to make a payment of $488 plus a $1,000 repair bill, or just a payment of $513 with a $0 deductible?
Definitely 513.
I understand. I couldn't agree more. Would you like to stick with the 5-year 60,000 mile coverage, or upgrade to the 6-year 100,000 mile coverage?
It's upgrade.
Please circle the payment and give me your full signature here.